like today, I have a very simple hack that will tidy up your guitar solos and allow you to play more musical, more with the band, more with the drummer in particular. And although there should never be any formula behind great guitar solos, this is one that I have kind of found out over the years of listening to bands like Free, Kossoff, listening to Peter Green, listening to Gilmour. Gilmour does this all the time. So the trick, and it's going to seem so simple once I say it, all you're doing when you're playing a solo is you're playing around the snare drum. And as you heard in the opening clip, I'm letting the snare drum most of the time hit twice in between each lick that I do. So I'm doing a lick and I'm ending the lick, and I'm not playing anything until after that snare drum has hit twice, sometimes 3 times. And it doesn't matter if you're coming in with the next lick on that second snare drum or after. Both are awesome. Obviously, you're not going to do this the entire time, because what it's going to do, it's going to allow space in your solos, and it's going to allow people to really think about what you just played lick-wise. And also, if you start a solo off this way, then you're going to have way more room as the solo section gets more intense and the band's getting intense. That's when you throw in your super, shreddy stuff. I highly recommend trying this trick. It's so fun. And all you have to do is just go on YouTube backing tracks. I'll include this one in the comment section. So real quick, I'm going to run it again, and I'm going to show you guys this trick. So that's what the formula looks like in its most basic form, where it's lick, 2 snare hits, lick, 2 snare hits. Again, sometimes I'm coming in on the second snare, sometimes after. Sometimes there's 3 snare hits, sometimes there's only 1. But why does this work so well, and why do so many players do it even without thinking about it? I think that stuff sounds better to us when it's, more space and less shit just like constantly coming at us. Like, I mean, realistically, when was the last Steve Vai record that you were actually like, wow, that's beautiful, that's amazing? In my opinion, no. And I'm sorry if I'm upsetting anybody. I can't stand Steve Vai. I can't stand guys who play like that, because they're just constantly just showing you everything that they have all at once. And there's no room for them to keep doing this. They're just like this the whole time. It's impressive. I could never play like Steve Vai, but I'm not going to go buy a Steve Vai album. I'm into guitar solos that are melodic, stuff that has space, stuff that could almost sound like a singer and like a vocal melody. So again, I'm sorry if I've pissed some Steve Vai fans off. Chances are, if you're one of my patrons, you're probably not a Steve Vai fan. All right, now let's see what this formula, again, I hate calling it a formula, but it is what it is, and I do it all the time. But let's see what this looks like more on top of each snare drum hit on the beat. Let's check it out. So that's an option for you as well. Again, you don't have to stick to the same thing the whole time. You can throw it in. But the key ingredient here is do a lick, let the snare drum breathe, let the drummer do his thing. I'm always following drummers whenever I play. As a guitar player, we have to follow the singer. You know, we don't want to play on top of a singer. We have to follow the bass line, make sure that we're melodic but not getting in the way of a nice bass line. We have to follow whatever keyboard player or other guitar players there. But I think that before all of those band members, I think that you should listen to the drummer first and foremost. It's almost like a foolproof way. Listen to what they're doing, play around them. You're not going to be too busy. It's going to be perfect. Anyway, an exercise like this is going to take practice, not because it's hard, because it requires patience. Like so many times, I just want to sit down and then just play. But you really start to enjoy hearing yourself play and also hearing yourself recorded back, listening to like shows and clips of yourself playing when you're more relaxed, when you're like slowed down, when you have space in between your notes. That's how it is for me. Anyway, I'm so glad that I'm getting to share this little trick that I've been doing for years. And I didn't reinvent the wheel. Guys have been doing this forever. I just don't think that they've been defining it. I think it's just more of like a groove feel thing. Anyway, cheers, guys and gals. Thank you so much. And let me know what you think of this.